episode 4 of the Trailcraft SMP, a Minecraft 1.19 to 1.20 survival multiplayer world. Um, I did just say this was episode 4, but depending on how my uploads end up going, this might end up being either episode 4 or episode 6. That is really undetermined yet. But we're over here at the mega base, or at the frame for the mega base at least, because I want to start. Damn phantoms! I want to start filling it in. So, quick recap of the way this world works. This is a Minecraft world set in 1.19. However, it was created with the knowledge that 1.20 was coming out and all of the changes that come with it. And one of the decisions that was made because of that is that, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of the decisions that was made because of that was considering every structure, not every structure, but nearly every structure in the game was having an upgraded loot table with the brand new armor trims, and the other biome-specific changes that are in the updates, like archaeology, camels, the whole jazz. It was decided very early on in our world that we would do no exploration beyond basically the main map, with only slight exceptions. And this limitation of being pretty much confined to the starter map, as well as not having elytras, has very much shaped the play style of the world so far in a way that has been very unique, satisfying, and fun to experience. But because of that, we don't have elytras yet. That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, things with this world, is that we just do not have elytras. Now, I'm just going to place this, like, right there. So, in a few days, because 1.20 drops in about 3 days now, that is obviously going to change. So I built this base with basically the idea in mind that it will use elytra flight to get in and out of it. And so I haven't been working on it much because it's a very tedious project. But with the update up and coming, now only a few days away as opposed to weeks, I decided it would be a good time to really start hunkering down and just getting a move on in terms of progress. So we're out here in the ocean, clearing out all the water inside the circle. Now, I was inspired by a few different bases I've seen. Or not bases, but, oh, it's thundering and the dog got scared. It's okay, Holly. Lay back down. Come here. Come here. Lay down. You're okay. You're okay, Holly. It's just a little bit of a storm. You're alright. What was I saying? Oh, do you want to come up into my lap? Okay, turd. Yeah, so we're out here in the ocean to clear out some of this water and prepare the base for the building. It's going to be inspired by 2 or 3 different builds that I've seen recently from... Oh! Shit. It's gonna be inspired by... Oh, you're shaking like crazy. You're okay, turd. You're okay. Oh, you're such a poor thing. Scared of the storm. You're gonna be okay. I may have to take periodic breaks to, hold the dog, but... Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Oh, you poor thing. You don't want me, you want my brother. Sorry, little doggy, but you're gonna have to wait. He's not here yet. See, the other dog, this little black dog, very cute. His name's Nin. He's really scared of the storms. And I know Nugget is a little bit scared of the storms too. But I didn't quite realize how scared Holly gets. Oh, you poor thing, you're shivering like crazy. Come here. Come here, get wrapped up. Get wrapped up nice and good in my blankie. There you go. Does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better, little dog? I think that made her feel a little better. She's shaking a little bit less. What was I saying? Right, so it was inspired by a few different builds that I've seen recently in hardcore worlds, where people surround their end portals at the stronghold with a display of the various Minecraft biomes. So we're gonna sort of do something very similar to this, where our mega base is going to be like built underneath the ground, so you'll swoop in and fly in with elytras. But I don't want to waste gravel. I'd rather sacrifice the dirt than sacrifice the gravel. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a little pit stop up to the surface here, because otherwise I'm gonna start wasting materials. But whatever, that gives me a good chance to show what I'm talking about anyways. So we're gonna launch up. As you can see, it's this disc divided into 8 quadrants. Each one will have an environmental theme, and each theme is gonna have a few different similar biomes in it to create a nice little array that will have a good atmosphere. Let's drop all this stone off. We'll use the stone for something down the line. So yeah, each of the biomes will be in this little ring in a sort of display pattern. Sorry. And then the inner ring will probably have the 4 nether biomes. I kind of would like to have an end ring in my array, but I'll be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen, because it'll be kind of out of place to have 3 nether biomes and then just have 1 end biome, and I'm not sure what biomes I would cut. It would probably have to be one of the forest biomes, but I don't know if I want to cut either of the forest biomes. I guess I could combine them into one single biome with both Crimson and Warped Forest, but I'm not positive that that's something that I would want to do. If at some point in the stream we get a chat in here and someone in chat suggests that is what we should do, then I will reconsider. But for now, I really don't think that's my plan. So the plan is for now to have the inner array be all nether biomes, 1 for Valley, Delta, and each of the forest biomes. We're not going to include Crimson Waste, because I know Crimson Waste is still a nether biome, but I think it is just kind of a lame biome. You know, it's basically just pre-update nether, which I don't think is an exciting cup of tea. So we're just kind of gonna ignore it for the sake of this ring. But let's drop the dirt off in here too. This is just gonna sort of be our chunk chest, I think. Drop that off in here. 38 plus 26 is 50, 64. Okay, good. I want to make sure I don't lose any sponge. Sponge is a limited resource in Minecraft, especially in a world where we haven't done any exploration yet, you know. Ooh. Okay, so hold on. This is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, though. And I also want to kill any drowned I see with Nautilus shells, because I don't have many of them. I like to have as many resources as I can in this world. So the more Nautilus shells, the better. Yeah, so this is where it does get complicated. We can't keep going in the way that we're doing now, because this isn't an entirely drained chunk yet. It's just this little top layer that's been drained. And I can't drain this part until I finish the walls. So what we're going to have to do from here on out is we're going to have to start pushing the build this direction deeper into the water, which is not a problem by any means, but let's get started on that. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just going to do a little thing of 4 in here. Well, hold on a minute. No. Because if I do that, if I start doing a thing of 4, then one of these is just not going to line up with the rest. And I don't want to do that. So we're going to do the full 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's just place all this gravel. This is not a very satisfying process. At least not like this, it's not. I mean, it's a little bit better when you have music playing and if you're chilling or if you've taken a trip to Blinkertown. But doing it this way is a little bit boring. But it's sort of an is what it is situation because it needs to get done. And I think this is actually kind of a little bit too big of a square. So I think I'll cut it down the middle. Do one side at a time, you know? But yeah, so a few of those builds where people were really like taking these big chunks out around the stronghold and building either circular arrays, which is one of the ones I saw, which was in the ocean biome, or one of them, which was not in the ocean biome, but was in fact on land, was rather than doing like sort of a circular array, they were focused on having like a sort of square pattern descending like a reverse pyramid. And I liked both of those builds. The one that was more circular is the one that really inspired me to do this, because I've made biome replicas in like creative before, but I've never done that in survival, so it'll be a first. I've never done a large ocean draining project before in Minecraft, so that'll be a first. And this is a world of firsts for me, so I want to do as many firsts as I can, you know? It's actually also going to be my first Minecraft mega base. What did I fuck up here? I think I mined one block too many. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that happened, is I just mined one block too many. But, that's fine. 27 plus 37, 50, 64. Okay, yeah, I really want to make sure I'm not wasteful of any of my resources. So, sorry if that gets annoying. Hey, what's up, Xavier Macy? Nice to see you in the chat and on the stream, especially because there was a part of me that wasn't sure if I'm actually streaming right now, because my YouTube is kind of bugging on me, and it's not letting me know that I'm streaming from my own account. So that's a good little bit of proof that there is actually someone out there who's able to tell that I'm streaming, because I cannot. And a side consequence of that is I'm unable to check chat right now, unless it pops up in the corner. So if I miss any of your messages, just resend it and I'll try and answer. How's the stream going? You're the first person in the stream. My channel is kind of dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say it's a mix of my own fault because I'm not all that entertaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's just divide it right here. Mix of my own fault because I'm not all that entertaining, and my hardware / software's fault, because there's been a few times in my channel's history where it's gone well and then it just quit letting me stream. And if you don't keep up the constant upload grind, then people do not come back. That's how you end up with like 160 subscribers that don't watch your channel, or however many subscribers I have. It's been a long time since I've really checked. But yeah, now I stream every once in a while for fun, and I hope people tune in because now I stream more for the conversation with others than I do for the funny numbers. But I guess the stream's been going pretty well so far. We've just sort of been on that grind, and I've been explaining the project so far. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm clearing out this big circular array right here, and I'm going to build my base inside of it, and then on the surface, I'm going to have a display of the Minecraft biomes. It's sort of inspired by a few different builds I've been seeing recently in the Minecraft hardcore community. And, you know, I just wanted to give something similar a shot. Do I really not have any more gravel? Okay, I'm gonna have to really think about how I want to do this then. You know what, I'm just gonna start tearing this gravel up down here. And I'll pick up a bunch of it. This is all gonna need to be flattened out anyways. But, where that inner circle is, that's not actually gonna be there. I'm gonna mine all that prismarine up. That is to mark out where my elytra flyway is. So I'll drop into the base through there anytime I need to get in. And it'll basically be this big circular building with floors with like an open floor plan to it. Or at least in theory that's what it'll turn out to be. But we'll see how well that actually goes. That should be enough gravel for now. We just have to go up and grab it all. I really hope they patch that glitch where tridents and swimming let you phase through blocks. Because it's more of a hindrance than it really needs to be. There is an X-ray exploit out right now that uses it, where if you shoot a trident into the ground for a brief second, it lets you see all the caves underneath the ground, which I thought was really funny. I haven't actually used it to find anything interesting or valuable, but once I noticed it, I started, you know, spotting any caves I could underground and sort of laughing at how funny it was that there's just casually an X-ray exploit on Bedrock, or as everyone so lovely calls it, Bug Rock Edition. Or I guess lovingly would be the word for it, not lovely. But, you know, I never said I was smart. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure that we don't even have enough gravel to make this work the way I'm trying to do it right now, but just wanted to sort of get the outline started on this next chunk. Why are some of these blocks not floating? You're not allowed to just defy gravity, my guy. Alright, let's get in here and clear this chunk out now. Let's start right here. I could really use some solid blocks so that I can just sort of patch up chunks like that, but I don't really need to, because I really think that the sponges do their job well enough. We can just place some torches on the wall right there. Oh, Nin, come here, boy. Are you scared of the storm? Oh, poor dog. Okay. Hold still. Hold still and I'll pick you up. Come here. Come here. Stand up. Nin. Stand up. Stand up. I don't want to hurt your back. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to have to pick this dog up as carefully as I can, because I know your back hurts. Come here, boy. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but you can't make the jump and you're scared. Come here, boy. Come here. Fat boy, come in. Good boy. Good boy. You're okay. Just a little bit of thunder. You're okay. 20 plus 44, 64. Alright. Gotta make sure I don't drop anything. Alright, let's keep on chugging along here. Ooh, you really smell like dog, though. Like, you strongly smell of dog, because my nose barely even works, and even I can smell you. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, just like that. Perfect. Let's just... And you know, I'm probably not doing this in the most efficient way possible, but it has been working so far. I think I need to be careful not to aim my sponges too low, though. But there we go. Only downside to this method, for me at least, is that I really like having night vision. So once I get done draining the water and I don't have night vision anymore, it's always a pain to me. But not a pain I can't live with, so it is what it is. Alright. And this is probably the actual satisfying part. Is bringing the walls down, or fucking up, because I'm an idiot. Oh man, twice? There we go. Bruv. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a little bit glorious, I won't even lie. Okay, it is kind of a mess in here though, so let's flatten this bad boy out. This... Ooh, nope, it's water. Oh, balls. Okay, hold on, let me just block this off. Oh, nope, I blocked off the wrong section. Okay, let's pick up all our torches. Why is that water? Okay, so I could have swore that this area should not be water. So I'm gonna swim up here and see what's happening. Oh, that's what's happening here. It almost shouldn't be water. But I was a little bit too far over for my own good. I'm not as far through this process as I really thought I was. Yeah, that was our problem here. Is that I just was kind of digging a little bit too close. You can see how drastically different the sea level is in certain spots. I tried to pick as flat of an area as I could find. Or, if not real... Okay, that might not be quite accurate. I tried to pick a flat area. That's what matters. An area where I thought would be good to build on. Turns out that there's going to be a lot of flattening required in this process. But, I mean, that's okay. What is less okay about that, though, is that I'm going to get a lot of stone from this, which will be good for finishing the array. But had I realized that, I wouldn't have had to grab as much of my stone from my chests and bring it out here for working. Doesn't really matter, because it just means that when I'm done with this process, I'll end up refilling those chests with the stone that I got from doing this. But it's just sort of something I picked up on now that I'm really laying into the project hard and focusing on getting as much done as possible. I'm sure that this is probably not the most exciting watch, though, so I'm sure we're not going to have too high of a viewer retention. One thing I've never been sure on when it comes to streaming is... Oh, what was that? You know, I had a friend show me this nice little app where you can watch a lot of anime, and all you have to do is sit through like a few ads. But every 5 minutes, I'm getting notifications from that website now. Or not website, app. Yeah, damn. The sea floor is just drastically different in places. But, I mean, seeing the progress so far is sort of a gorgeous sight. It's given me some faith. I think I'll make each of the floors coincide with the wall colors. So, really big bottom floor, really small middle floor, and then a sort of medium size upper floor. And I'll just fit all the big stuff down here. And I mean, that'll work too, because like this will sort of be the ground level, and then I'll have where that little circle ring is, I'll have it continue down into an underground part of the base. And I've even been considering having sort of like portholes of a similar size to this, so that you can just sort of leave the base and just start swimming about. Because I thought that, you know, that might be a cool idea. Let's just throw in another wave of sponges to cook. Because I already know that we don't have enough in our inventory currently. Pop open the old junk chest again, because we're not going to need sand. I guess I can store the iron and the copper in my end chest? No, I don't have enough room in my end chest. Okay. Shit. Perfect. I was just made to be an Olympic swimmer. Oh yeah, see, look at how much stone this is. I completely forgot to take into account that all this desecration of the seafloor was going to produce plenty of stone to work with. I guess we'll just put the iron and the copper in here, because it's like, it's sort of a valuable that we got from the seafloor in a way. And seeing as we have to wait for that to smelt up, let's finish this quadrant. And actually, that leaves only one quadrant left. Which is crazy, because it means I can start on the actual detailing phase of building each of the individual biomes. Which is like the kind of the centerpiece of this base, really. Is that whenever you're flying in from above with your elytra, you're getting like a mini map of the world. I think, if I remember correctly, I tried to sort the biomes into biomes of similar temperature. So I think all the hot biomes are next to each other, all the cold biomes are next to each other, and all the temperate biomes are next to each other. But don't necessarily quote me on that. Let me actually take a look here. Gotta consult the blueprints on this one. Alright, so the 8 quadrants are jungle, desert, savanna, forest, village. Huh? Village is not a theme. Okay, let me restart that. It's jungle, desert, savanna, forest. Okay, hold on a minute. Problem. Some of my blueprints are different than others. Which of these was my final idea? Oh, which one of these is supposed to be the final version? Okay. I think this is supposed to be the final version. So one quadrant will have jungle, jungle edge, mangrove swamp, and bamboo forest. Another will have desert, badlands, eroded... Okay, hold on. No, this isn't making sense. Okay. I think I figured it out. I think I've solved our problem here. It goes jungle, desert, savanna. Ooh, dog, don't stand on my notebooks. There's an entire bed right here. That's quite unnecessary. I don't think I had a final decision. I don't think I had a final decision for which biomes are going to be in the display. But the ones that I'm confident on is that jungle, desert, and savanna will be quadrant 1, 2, and 3. And swamp will be quadrant 8. Tundra will be quadrant 7. Taiga 6. Wait. Yeah, so the only ones that aren't certain is 5 and 4. I think that 5 and 4... I think 5 is going to be the roofed forest, or the dark oak forest, and I think 4 is going to be, like, the different plains variants. Something similar to that, right? And are these too small? Okay, hold on a minute. Let me ponder this. Can I fit... I also didn't quite think through which quadrant is which numerically. Like, I didn't think which direction is going to start us off with one. But I think this little area that we're filling in with stone right now is going to be the jungle area. So this will be our 1. And then, you know, did I? Yeah, I grabbed plenty of... No, I didn't. Sorry. Getting a little bit jumbled on my thoughts and words here because I got distracted by the fact that I never actually, like, definitively labeled what the end product was going to be. And we did have a second viewer there for the briefest of seconds, but it would seem my commentary fumbled the bag and they decided to leave. Which, can't say I blame you, buddy. Can't say I blame you. But, yeah, so this will be the jungle biome where we're standing right now. And we'll probably do, like, some tall jungle trees, some short jungle trees, some of the little jungle bushes, set up some melons, some cocoa beans, and then maybe build a miniature of the jungle temple. Because I built a mini jungle temple in my creative world recently. I wouldn't say it's design accurate, but I would say that it's recognizable, which is really all I want it to be, is recognizable. So yeah, I think we'll put a little jungle temple in the jungle array. And I don't know whether we'll, why can't I think? I don't know why I can't think. I think I might just be stupid. I don't think I'll put miniatures of, like, each biome structures, but I might try to do a few. I kind of want to do a mini desert temple, because I have a mini desert temple in my creative world too, which again isn't, like, accurate to scale, but it's recognizable, which is all it needs to be. And I need more stone. But if I can find a way to make them look good, I'll try to do as many mini structures as I can. And I think that'll be good enough for me. My nether portal is probably just going to be inside of my base. For a second there, I was considering, like, maybe sort of blending my nether portal into the design of the surface up here, but I think I'm going to want to travel to and from the nether from my base probably pretty often. So I think I would prefer to just sort of have it somewhere more proper inside my base. Gives me a lot more like variety and options of how I want to design and decorate my portal, as opposed to just sort of trying to keep it to scale with the rest of the biomes up here. But I might build a broken nether portal, maybe? It's hard to say, because whenever I built this circle, I think I originally built this circle, I think. This little inner one. And then I looked at it and I said, wait a minute. This is absolutely small as shit. There is no way that I can fit something inside of this. So then I built the outer circle. And after I built the outer circle, I was like, alright, this is a little bit better, but it's still kind of small. But I knew that anything more than that, and I definitely wouldn't be able to finish it. So I decided not to overwhelm myself and to just, keep it simple. It's the first, like, mega structure I've built in Minecraft, so there's no need to go too overboard and burn myself out. Because this is already a structure that's going to take a lot of energy and a lot of work. And if I burn myself out doing, like, a mega structure, then it's just going to sort of kill the fun. And I definitely don't want to kill the fun. But if this ends up going well, and sometime down the line, I decide to move on to whatever's next, then, that'll be one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just have it like this. What kind of mega base are you building? Alright, so let me zoom up to the surface if I can find a way out of here. I kind of blocked myself in a little bit. So if we zoom up into the sky here, you can see this big circular array. Ooh, that's a creeper. Okay, well, it's not raining, so let me get my bow out, because this trident is not putting in work. Let me grab my sea lanterns. I'm just going to sort of dot them around the place like torches. I want to save my torches for breaking the gravel. Okay, well, actually, you know what? No, if we're going to have phantoms riding us this entire time, too, I'm just going to fucking sleep through the night. Because I'm not dealing with all that. I don't need the single worst mob in Minecraft to bug me for 10 minutes. Oh my god. I was in the bed, I was sleeping, and the phantom woke me up so that the zombie could prevent me to sleep. Anyway, if I can finally collect myself. Oh man, now my inventory is getting all wrecked up. So, this big circle is divided into 8 larger sections on the outside and 4 inner sections. It's inspired by an end portal redesign that was in a Minecraft Hardcore series. There's actually 2 of them that I saw that both had a very similar premise, which inspired the creation of this base. But basically, it's out here on the ocean, within range of my Guardian farm, and about 800 blocks that way is my Creeper farm. So you'll fly in with your Elytra, and then through this little center bit, you'll be able to fly down into the base, and each of these sections will be divided into a biome. So we'll have jungle, desert, savanna, plains, roofed forest, taiga, tundra, and swamp. And then the intersection will be the nether biomes. And the way the nether biomes are going to be put out is valley here, right next to desert, because the Soul Sand Valley is a desert. Delta biome right here, but I'm gonna have to be careful with that one because there's obviously gonna be a lot of lava. And then Crimson Forest right here probably, and the Warped Forest right here. I'm kind of having a hard time on that last bit though. I'm contemplating cutting out one of the forest biomes or just merging them together so that I can have an end display. But I feel like maybe it makes more sense to have the entire inside just be the nether. Sort of going back and forth on that one, not sure what I prefer yet. But that's the main idea of the base, is that we're creating this large ring where you'll fly in, see all the biomes, celebrate, the Minecraft world as it is, and then from there you'll be able to fly down here and go throughout the base. So what we're working on now is sort of the tedious grunt work of the project of getting rid of all of the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just finish creating these dividing walls. To save on my resources, or to save on like how many blocks I need for this, I'm sort of just doing each of the sections and then bringing down the dividing wall so that I can reuse the blocks, because otherwise it would take way too much gravel, and I've already had places like this where I had to use non-gravity affected blocks in order to save on some of the hassle. But yeah, this is going to be the longest part of the build, but actually not my least favorite. Believe it or not, building the outer wall was 10 times more tedious and boring than getting rid of this water was. Building the outer wall made me contemplate why I was living this life several times. Whereas this is just something that, some music and a trip to Blinkertown will knock through in a couple of hours. Even though, unfortunately, at the moment, I cannot take a trip to Blinkertown. One thing that would make this entire process easier is if I actually had an elytra in this world. But there's basically some very specific rules or restraints on this world that have changed the way I've had to play it, that are in effect because of the fact that the new update is coming out. To prevent loading any chunks that might have like armor trims or camels, snippers, blah blah blah, we haven't been doing any exploring really outside of the starter map, except for a few rare cases, just to keep people's, fun and interest in the server. Because if we didn't break that rule at least once or twice, I'm sure that many of the people that played in this world, if not all of them, would have just kind of dropped the world. One of those exceptions was really early on, a little pirate boating trip across the ocean, which is how these chunks ended up being like loaded and within range for us to do a base like this without worrying about, the chunks. But not having an elytra does mean that it takes me about 5 minutes of either swimming or boating to get from spawn town to here. Ooh, that's always really annoying. But yeah, because it takes about 5 minutes to get from spawn town to here, I've been kind of slacking on working on this project, and now I've had to sort of start working on it as much as I can, because in 3 days now, the Trails and Tales update will finally be out, and all those travel limits will be lifted, and we'll be able to explore to our leisure and, tell some tales and make some trails, basically. which is why this world is called Trailcraft, because the entire point of this world was pretty much just to wait for the 1.20 update and to do whatever people can to entertain themselves until then. But I've really liked it, and to be honest, I would 100% do it again. Because having a world where you're forced not to use an elytra, and you're forced not to do much exploring, kind of changes the way that you have to play the game. Oh. Could I drown myself this way? No. Can I? No. I can't waterboard myself, unfortunately. I was really trying, but apparently the game knows me too well and it won't let me use this little pocket. Maybe I'll leave that there as a souvenir in my base. I'll just have to build everything around it. Fucking the water pocket of wisdom. Actually, maybe if I get 2 more, I can make a Zelda-themed base. Anyway, putting that aside, what was I saying? Oh! That's gonna force it to update, isn't it? Well, ain't that a bitch. Alright, Operation Floating Water Pocket is now dissolved. That lasted for all of 5 seconds before I ruined it. This is why I'm not allowed to have nice things. What? Okay, never mind. Operation Floating Water Pocket is back on. I don't know how that's even possible, but fuck it, we ball. Let's knock out this wall. Only downside to knocking the wall out this way is... Oh my god, that's such a pain. Only downside to knocking the wall out this way, as opposed to using my Ace of Spades, is I'm losing some of my gravel this way. But hopefully I'm not losing enough gravel to where it'll really matter. You know, I'm also considering if maybe for, like, such a large-scale construction project, I should drop my soft claw off back at the compound, or spawn town, and just, bring, like, one of my work picks with me, because this one only has efficiency 4, and I have a few efficiency 5 silk touch picks back at my base, so... it doesn't make much of a difference, but it might make just enough of a difference to where it's worth having. Or it might make more of a difference than I remember, because I'm pretty sure efficiency 5 should auto-mine stone. And I don't think this is auto-mining stone. I think this little delay, this like little 1 second delay, is sort of wasting time. So yeah, I think... If it rains again, I'll take a trip back to my base. Because if not, I'm either going to have to swim, boat, or riptide spam my way through the ocean water. And none of those are very fun ways to travel 1,000 blocks. And it's just not a high enough priority at the moment to where I feel like I need to just immediately rush to do it. But yeah, one of the biggest things with this world that I really love is horses. Ever since like elytras have been added to Minecraft, I don't think I've ever used horses outside of the early game. Like just like the very, very early game. Because once you have an elytra, horses are basically irrelevant. And let's just blah blah blah. The usefulness of horses and chest boats and mules and all this other stuff for traveling just that little bit faster, or for carrying just a few more items to make the trip more worthwhile, is like such a satisfying and fun thing that it's given me... Oh, yeah, go on. Go back to your person, turd. That dog loves my brother way more than it loves me. But not you, fat boy. You want to stay in here with me, don't you, bud? You're a good boy, Nin. You're a good boy, Nin. I wish you'd quit pissing on my floor, but other than that, you're a good boy. Every time I try to enjoy these dogs, I remember the fact that they were 100% potty trained and then one day just decided they didn't want to be anymore. And because we never catch them pissing, we're not supposed to punish them because we might punish the wrong dog. But I know all three of them do it. So it's just this whole pain in my ass where if I leave my door open for even a minute, these little bastards sneak on in. So every time I try to love them, I'm like, damn. But do I love you? Because I don't think I love what you do to my floor. Nin used to be my favorite of the three dogs, actually. But he's one of the ones that I have watched just directly piss on my floor. Almost as if they were taunting me. Yeah, we're just going to spam these sea lanterns down for now. Because I want to save my torches for, like... I want to save my torches for the actual gravel part of this process. You know, I'm also thinking that if it rains, that'll be a good time to maybe start bringing over some of the resources I need for the various biomes and actually starting on the biome display part of this base, which I didn't think I'd really get to yet. I'm gonna be honest, that was a bit of a gamble. What are you doing, dog? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. All I see is a little dog on my floor, and if I don't watch him, she'll just sit there and pop a squat. Yeah, I'm watching you, dog. Alright, let's just quit digging at my floor. Let's just drop all this stone in here. You can drop the ore off. The helmet can just despawn. I literally don't care about the helmet. We can just drop this back in this chest. No, no, and no. Okay, 64 plus 40, 64 and 40. I think I had 64 and 40. I hope I had 64 and 40. I really don't want to lose any sponge while doing this. Even though after this, I'm probably never going to need sponge again in this world, if I'm being entirely honest. Alright, let's come back down through here. And this entire prismarine wall is going to have to go. I should have just made it out of gravel. But is what it is. Didn't think it through. And we're going to move on. Because no use dwelling on the past, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. It's one of those little rare occurrences where all four of the dirt blocks line up and create that weird little mega square circle pattern. What a neat little coincidence. Anyway, okay, yeah, so we can go all the way over to over there before we have to stop because I ran out of blue wool. So we can keep making these sections for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be 6. This feels wrong. I feel like that is more even. So we're just going to do the dividing line right there. And call it a day. Oh, I sort of forgot that by breaking those dirt blocks, I'd have to worry about the torches. These torches are really going to be my undoing. They're such a pain to constantly have to deal with and adjust. But whatever. Let's just build up this dividing wall and get back to it. Every pocket's gotta go, no exceptions. Should have brought a sharpness 5 wooden sword with me. Let's come back down here. You know, I'm having a lot less drowned bothering me than I was before. I think it's because I'm not working on the outside anymore. I'm working on the inside. I'm not having as much problems. On the outside, I've had to fight drowned every step of the way through this process. And I mean, I can set it to normal mode or easy mode, but we've never had to set it to easy mode in this world. So, not gonna start now just to make a few less mobs spawn while I'm building this. Setting it back to normal is one thing, because the world was created in normal mode, and we sort of switch between normal and hard whenever we feel like, even though for a while now I've basically been playing hard only. But I don't have like a hard, fast rule or anything that I just really want it to be hard mode, so I wouldn't mind setting it to normal to get rid of the amount of drowned, but even that I haven't really felt the need to do. I think the only time I really set it to... You know, actually, now that I think about it, that's not true. I don't know what I'm saying isn't true. But now that I think about it, there's quite a few times where while building, I've set it to normal so that the phantoms will do less damage. Because phantoms are the worst mob in the game. But I don't know why I said that's not true, because I never said that I don't do that with the builds. I said I've never set it to easy in this world, which is true. So, not sure. Ah, son of a bitch, I'm retarded. About sent myself flying. And it's dark as shit. Yeah, this not having night vision thing, because I'm getting rid of all the water, it's gonna have to go. Can't handle that. I need Notch to personally give me perma night vision. And I mean, I'm way too lazy to brew night vision potions, just that I don't have to... Ah, I did it again. Alright, whatever, I'm just gonna finish this side off. I'm already down here. Although, I'm not able to reach... There we go. Perfect. Let's grab our torches out. Actually, let's not bring down the wall just yet. Let's come through here, so I can work on this next side. Yeah, I would say this is honestly more satisfying than building the wall. Because at least with this, it feels like the progress I'm making is being made in, like, sizable chunks. And it's something that you can do mindlessly. You can't mindlessly build the wall with this circle shape. I mean, you can try to reduce your brain power as much as possible while doing it, but you're always going to have to adjust your height and make sure you don't misclick any blocks. With this, I'm literally just clunk, 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 working my way through it. I should have got rid of those blocks up there before I came all the way down here, though. But you know what? That's alright, because I can insta-mine sponge like crazy with my hoe. And I need to put my hoe to work. Although, there is a part of me that feels like I'm, depriving my audience by using my Ace of Spades. Because I do have a much, much better shovel than my Ace of Spades. The legendary Gravel Fucker number 2. Only problem with the Gravel Fucker number 2 is that my Gravel Fucker number 2 does not have Silk Touch. So for now, I've got to stick with the Ace of Spades, but otherwise, I would really be showing this Gravel who's boss right now. Don't even worry about that. Alright, let's just come down here for the rest. Oh, no, not for the rest. I need to get rid of this dirt first. But now we're good. I should have 43 plus 20. I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Oh no, there he is. Way down there. Little guy tried to run off on me. Is this a slime chunk? Bro, please, please do not tell me that after building this base, I'm going to have to spend every single minute for the rest of my life fighting off slimes in my house. This has been the worst deal in the history of deals. Dog, Holly, you're literally the most devious little shit. Go on. Go. Go. I'm like, what the fuck am I hearing? And I look over, and the dog is trying to sneak, like, this little crumb of a bag of fucking, Cheez-Its out of my trash can. Okay, what am I doing? I need to be using my torch. And yeah, and the floating water is still intact. Yo, what? Did I watch gravel break a torch? I'm gonna have to pull a YouTube rewind on that one, because I do not know what I just saw, but it really looked to me like I just watched gravel break a torch. But maybe I'm just stupid and I broke the torch like an idiot. All I know is that was a little bit suspicious, not gonna lie. Suspicious gravel? Like from archaeology? Alright, let's keep digging away. You know, sometimes you just gotta wonder. Have the 2,700 hours I've spent on Minecraft driven me to a state of madness? Am I slowly slipping into a delirium from which I will never recover? Is this going to be the death of me? And the answer may or may not be yes. But you know what they say. Fuck it, we ball. Just gotta keep on digging. You know, I could also use a haste beacon for this. In fact, I'm thinking that with how much ground I'm going to have to clear, because, I mean, look at that. Over there, it goes up all the way to right there. And, like, right there, you can see to the right of me, the stone goes up about 5 blocks above my head. Okay, well, not 5 blocks above my head. It's only 3 blocks above my head. But including my player, 5 blocks up. So it might actually be better for the ground clearing part that I'm doing right now to just set up a haste beacon. But I don't want to set up a haste beacon right now, because if I set up a haste beacon right now, I'm definitely going to fuck up the walls. So if I do decide that I need a haste beacon, I'm just going to have to do only the water clearing first, and I'm just going to have to make a separate step out of dealing with the flattening of the inside of my base. Because I do want the blue wolf layer to be even, so that I can make the sub-levels of my base going into what would be beneath the ocean floor, or practically speaking, my basement, something other than blue wool. I chose wool because I have a auto wool farm of every color. Like, I have an automatic rainbow wool farm, and I figured that if I used wool, I would be able to get the building done faster than if I were to pick another block. Originally, I was kind of considering doing the entire circular wall out of prismarine, and I just kind of shut that idea down when okay, forgot a chunk up there, it looks like. See, this is why I need perma night vision, because you know what? Mistakes like that don't happen with perma night vision. But it looks like it's just one layer of dirt for the most part, which is actually really convenient. Although, of course, I immediately encounter... Oh, thank you, Torch. That little bit of leverage was actually just what I needed. Thank you. Thank you. What do you think my audience would do if they found out I was secretly dreamable? That's just what I needed to bust. I feel like I could be dreamable. I just need, like, melanin reconstruction surgery. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be reconstruction surgery if I just am currently already lacking the melanin. It would just be melanin surgery. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I could pull it off. I'm a professional, so you know I'd look great on film. Alright, back to it. Yeah, but see, like, look at this. Seeing this big, empty space chunked out just looks gorgeous. Whereas the wall is not an impressive sight to look at. Like, if I shoot my way out here, you know, for one, you can barely even see it, because you can barely see shit underwater. But even once it loads in, it just looks like a big wall of wool. Doesn't look impressive in any way. And even from up here, it just kind of looks like a big oval of wool. This part looks a little bit more impressive, seeing the big circle array. Or maybe not impressive. It's not really impressive, but it looks more aesthetically appealing. So even that part was a little bit more fun to build, but... dude, my biggest fear now is that I'm going to do all of this and my base is never going to stop spawning slimes. God, I don't want my base to be full of slimes 24/7. And that's a problem, because even when you light up an area, I don't think that stops the slimes from spawning. Because my gold farm is built on a slime chunk. And now, whenever I'm in the auto sorter room, I have to battle slimes that spawn in there. And I'm thinking what's going to happen is now I'm going to have to constantly battle 43 plus 21, 64. Yeah, I'm going to have to constantly battle slimes in my own base. And I think what do I think? What are my values? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I forgot. It just makes more sense to, like, cut it down the middle. I don't need to worry about the fucking calculations for this part. What was I saying? I kind of got distracted. Yeah, I think after I do this double section right here, I'm going to stop? Or maybe not after this double section, but like when I get to the end of this set of sponges, I'm going to stop working on the project for now, and I'm going to take a trip back to Spawn Town. And I'm either going to fill up a chest boat with the resources I'm going to need to start on the biomes, or something like that. And obviously, while I'm at it, maybe trade out my soft claw for a slightly faster pickaxe. It looks like my ace of spades is doing fine for now, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I could definitely afford to trade out the soft claw pick for an efficiency 5 pick, because I think that will let me insta-mine all this stone. And if I can insta-mine the stone, I might not even have to worry about a haste beacon. And I'm not sure where my work beacon is at right now. I think my work beacon is at my mob zoo still. So I really need to work on more, because it's only got one exhibit so far, and it's for the bees. Yeah, see, I think I placed that one a little bit too low right now, or that time, and I sort of wasted a sponge on that go around. Ah, damn. Lack of light. Really bugs me not being able to see. I crave the light. I'm like a moth. An autistic moth, but a moth nonetheless. Fuck. You know, I wonder if there's a better way to optimize my inventory for this. There probably is, instead of, like, having some of my tools so far away. A few months ago, I took up playing modded Minecraft on a online server with a few friends, where any of us could just pop in whenever we wanted. And that was a fun experience, and one of the things that I miss from that is having each of my spaces in my hotbar linked to a mouse key. It was really nice being able to just hit, like, 1 if I wanted to select my trident right now, or 3 if I wanted my shovel, and, you know, so forth and on. There's a few times recently where I've been, like, sitting there and I'm just like, damn, I missed that feature. One of the things for a long time that I was really missing in this world was we had a mod on called, I think, Arcanus, which lets you use a magic wand crafted with amethyst, and it only has like 6 different spells that you have to learn how to do by like figuring out like what the combination of like left, right, blah, 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 and then it'll let you cast like leap or shoot or whatnot. And the 2 spells that I miss from the Arcanus mod the most is leap, which just launches you in the air like 20 blocks forward with no fall damage, and if you use leap at any time while in the air, when you land you'll take no fall damage. So it's really overpowered, but it was fun to use. And the like normal like shooting a little magic bolt feature, because dealing with phantoms in that mod pack was so much easier than it is in vanilla, at least at the start of the game. You know, now that I have like a good bow and a smite axe that one-shots the phantoms, they're really not as much of a hassle as they were before. But I do sometimes really miss some of them spells for their like utility feature. That is satisfying, though. I'll take that every day. 42 plus 22, 64, yeah. I feel like if my math is serving me correct here, I could probably do one more section before I need to restart. Or before I need to, like, clean off my sponges. But I think, like I said earlier, after this section, I'm just going to temporarily stop and head back to my compound. See what all I have there, what all I can use. Let me pause real quick, because I need to make sure the stream is streaming. For some reason, YouTube earlier was just not letting me tell whether I was streaming or not. Like, it was not letting me view my own stream. So, I'm gonna check again. Plus, it's nice because I want to be able to read my chat instead of only see it when it pops up. Okay, so YouTube Studio is still not telling me whether I'm streaming or not. That's fantastic. Will YouTube tell me if I'm actually streaming or not? Finally, YouTube is saying that I'm streaming now. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Now I can actually view the thing. And unfortunately, as I thought, as I was theorizing, there is in fact no one here. Let me do an audio test. As I was theorizing, there is in fact no one here. Let me do an audio test. Yeah, okay, so the audio is fine, and my voice is annoying, which would confirm and explain why there's nobody here. Because if I had to listen to me all day, I'd fucking leave too. Jeez. My voice is just about as pleasant as sandpaper. How long has this stream gone on for, though? Hour and 16 minutes. So, most of my streams in the Trailcraft series are about this long. So, considering there's currently no one here, when I get done with this section, I'm going to end the stream. And unless that changes and someone pops up last minute and is like, please don't leave, I love your content, which is literally not going to happen, yeah, we'll just end the stream after this. But we'll finish with what we're doing, you know, get to completion. I'm a man that likes to finish, what can I say? But we're nearly done now, just a little bit more. And I really don't want any of this stone to go to waste, so I'm going to throw out this dirt, because I have like 3 double chests worth of dirt, and I'm just going to keep hoarding all this stone, you know? I spent so much of my stone on this base as is that I could really use getting some of it back. Alright, there we go. One more section done. So now we can just come up here. We'll drop off the resources that we're using right now into, I guess this chest is going to be the chest that we stick with. 64 and 40. I think 64 and 40 is what we have. I'm going to make sure to commit to memory the numbers 64, 40. But anyways, let's not drop the andesite in there. That's all the gravel. And we can take the rest of this stuff with us back to our base. Although I'd actually prefer to, before we run back to the base, go back down there and grab the rest of the little knickknacks that I left behind. Yeah, little bits of stone that I left behind. And I guess we're going to keep that dirt after all, even though I said I really didn't need it. But who am I to throw away free dirt? I've only got, like, what, 800,000 stacks of it? That's lightweight. Is that a horse? No, that's a camel. Llama, not a camel. I'm very dumb. That confused me for a second there. I had to do a bit of a double take to make sure that somehow a horse hadn't swam all the way out here into the middle of the ocean. And for some reason, my brain didn't come to the logical conclusion that, of course, it's not a horse. Because obviously it wouldn't be a horse. It would be a wandering trader thingy. I just didn't think about it. I'm just going to take my gravel fucker out real quick so that I can repair it. And then we'll just throw 2 stacks of stone in my end chest. Pick this bad boy up. And I'll just repair all my tools all in one go. At the Guardian farm on the way back to my base. And hopefully then, on top of repairing my stuff, I'll actually what? What am I thinking? The words aren't wording in my brain. Oh, right. Hopefully if I do that, then it'll start raining while I'm over there. And rather than having to swim the long, arduous journey back to my base, I'll instead simply be able to take a quick little trident ride through the sky to get there. Although, considering that, I'm going to leave my trident out of my end chest for now. Get my good old Spear of Longinus out. I really like the names I gave my tridents. I named the trident that I throw Cassius, and I named the trident that I use Riptide with, Longinus. And I'm definitely thoroughly proud of both of those names. Alright, so let's, where's my trident? Please don't be broken. Okay, it's intact. Alright, let's just AFK here for a little bit and get our tools all repaired. And while I'm doing this, because I know this is very loud, I'm going to end the stream here. This was a good one, a lot better than my last 2 attempts at a live stream, and I will see you all next time. Probably in Minecraft 1.20, where the Trails and Tales part of the Trailcraft series will finally come into effect. So I'll see you all next time, and thanks to the 2 people that tuned into the stream for a little bit, even though you didn't stay long. Goodbye.